There's a storm brewing in the freight world, and it's running on rails. Union Pacific is eyeing a merger with Norfolk Southern, and if it goes through, we'd be looking at something we've never seen before in the US, a coast-to-coast freight railroad. But just because something's big doesn't mean it's good. Right now, Union Pacific, the powerhouse of the West, is reportedly exploring a takeover of Norfolk Southern, a key player in the East. Combined, the two would control more than 50,000 miles of track and about $200 billion in market value. You might remember when Canadian Pacific merged with Kansas City Southern not long ago? That made headlines. But here's the thing. CPKC is still the smallest Class 1 railroad. This deal? It's Texas compared to Rhode Island. If this goes through, UPNS becomes the dominant force in North American rail freight, border to border, coast to coast. Now let's zoom in. Altoona, Pennsylvania, home to the historic Juniata Shops. This place has been maintaining locomotives for over a century and is one of the last of its kind in the East. Norfolk Southern has long been a presence there, but if UP takes over, there's a real risk that facilities like Altoona get downsized or phased out, not because they're bad, but because mergers tend to centralize operations. And for communities built around rail jobs, that can be devastating. And speaking of Altoona, we can't ignore history. In 1968, the Pennsylvania Railroad and the New York Central thought they'd get stronger by merging. What they got was Penn Central, a bloated, mismanaged disaster that collapsed into bankruptcy. It was the biggest corporate failure America had ever seen at the time. Now, I'm not saying this is the same. Look at BN and Santa Fe. They merged in 1995, and today they're owned by Berkshire Hathaway. But when railroads get too big, they sometimes tend to forget how to run lean. There's another ripple effect here: competition. If you reduce rail operations in major markets, shippers start looking elsewhere, like trucking. That means more freight on the highway, more pressure on drivers, and more strain on already cracked infrastructure. This isn't a slam dunk. The Surface Transportation Board has post-2001 merger rules, and they'll want proof that this deal won't harm shippers, workers, or competition. The Department of Justice could get involved too. Labor unions, shippers, BNSF and CSX, they're all watching, and don't be surprised if Berkshire Hathaway steps in, maybe with a countermove to grab CSX. These are high-stakes chess moves. It's also worth noting, in the 1980s, Santa Fe and Southern Pacific wanted to merge, but that was blocked. The following decade, Southern Pacific folded into Union Pacific, and Santa Fe merged with Burlington Northern. I'll be honest, I don't want to see this go through. It's too much power in one set of hands. It risks local jobs, weakens competition. Like it or not, the world moves forward. Sometimes it's on 4,400 horsepower diesels. Sometimes it's on 18 wheels. But it doesn't ever stop. Big rail moves like this don't come around often, and when they do, they ripple through towns, trucking routes, and the whole freight economy. Whether this one rolls ahead or gets derailed, we'll be watching. I'm Adam Dennis. Thanks for watching or listening to Main Street Static on Gulf Coast Radio. Stay sharp, and we'll see you down the line.